Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game! When we last left off, we finally beat Waterfall Cave, and we even found some evolution stones. I mean, I obviously was not actually a part of this, but it's still my team. By the way, I have a tract now. I have a tract on hand and I know exactly who that's going to be used for. Totodile! Totodile is cute. Totodile is joining the team, absolutely. Name suggestions. We need a name suggestion for Totodile. Finally gonna have a water Pokemon on my team. I'm remembering the Pokemon cartoon. Ash's Totodile was so happy. I'm actually leaning towards happy. Not only because of the cartoon, but also because I am happy to finally have a water Pokemon on my team. Okay, Ditto. Yeah? Yeah? I've never been so excited to get a Ditto on my team. But Ditto has, first off, the whole TF aspect, like I said, but also transforming into teammates, especially legendary teammates. That'd be cool. You know what would be really nice if I bring along Ditto with me, and suddenly I have another Marowak with me. Okay, nickname for Ditto. What would be a name fitting for what is essentially the poster child for Team TF, after me? Strikeback says, call it Kajido, because it likes transforming. Maddie suggests CC for short copycat. Well, first thing first, I'm gonna look up Kajido, because I don't know what that even is. Urban Dictionary says, Kajido is an abomination unto the Lord Jesus Christ, who died on the cross for you. It is an anthropomorphic tiger, slash jackal, slash rabbit, slash eagle, slash dragon wolf, slash gorgon. Alternatively, Kajido is apparently Smithy's Japanese name in Super Mario RPG. I kind of like Maddie's suggestion a little bit better, though. No camp for Squirtle. I'm still happy about the Totodile, though. Don't need another Electrike. Not even sure I'll ever use Electrike we have. No camp for Phoebus. That's a bummer. What is the evolution? Lilicanth or something like that? I would have loved to have one of those on my team. Ditto was more important, though. Thank you for rescuing Tauros. This is your reward. Couple of gold ribbons. That's actually really good. That's some money right there. And a lot of rescue points. Not going to be even close to getting us to where we need to be for a rank up. But that is still going to be really helpful. This is your reward. Couple power bands. Yeah. Meanwhile, Crobat wants to join. Notorious Restoration. Don't remember what that is. I mean, I might give you a shot, sure. Nickname for Crobat. Because the only name I can think of is Crowbar. Radar? Maddie suggests Radar. That would not be a bad name. And here's the situation. The reward for this quest was another Rattata wanting to join. At level 9. We're probably just going to not actually have you join. Well, I mean, you have to, but I mean, we're not going to use you and possibly dismiss you. So, not even going to bother with a nickname for you. We already have Maddie. Maddie's evolved and not purple anymore. But Maddie's still important. Couple of rainbow gummies. And a bunch more of those points. Didn't we do good today? Let's call it a night and get some rest. See you tomorrow. Ah, that quest went so much better. Like I said, I didn't use my secret weapon against that Gyarados, which means I can save it for another time. Delivered Cherry Berry. Might have to keep that in mind. Anytime we go on a job, gotta really make sure that they don't want us to carry an item there. Oh, it occurs to me that we also did not use up all of our apples. And got a couple extra reviver seeds. Okay, let's do some stuff real quick. I'm gonna have to figure out what to do about what items we're carrying to what dungeon. In fact, need to also kind of figure out what dungeon. Plain seed. Is that it? We got 2 evolution crystals, kind of think of it. Are we able... Who only needs 2 evolution crystals? I need to come back and check on what TMs are for sale as well. Well then. Yeah. This is definitely a good evolution right here. Sure enough, 10 hit points and 3 to every other stat. It seems like that is the consistent situation. As Maddie says, Pinky has become Floof. I love Floof. Oh, I'm definitely going to go side by side by you sometime. Nope, Pinky is still Pinky. Out of curiosity, do we have anybody else that we could possibly evolve? Well, we can immediately evolve Happy. It is storming outside. Oh yeah, I definitely like Croconaw. You know, a lot of starter Pokemon have great mid-evolutions. And Totodile is one of them. Let's just continue the trend. I see no reason not to evolve a lot of these. Wait, you can evolve again. Okay, This, ooh, but you'd be really strong. Evolve twice. In this case, I actually kind of like Crocodile more than Feraligatr. So I'm not 100% sure I want to go through with that. You know, I'm really glad that evolution does not matter as much in this game as it does in the mainline games, because that allows me to wholly, freely, capably move on with some Pokemon teammates being not evolved, such as Princess and now Happy. I mean, Happy is halfway evolved, but I am fine with Happy staying halfway evolved because Crocodile is a great evolution. Not as much a fan of Feraligatr. What do we got here? Ice Beam. That's proven to be useful in the past. Don't know that anybody else would really want it. Boy, there's definitely a few bulldozers on hand, aren't there? I'm gonna say, nah, not interested. What are you selling? Tiny Reviver Seeds, yes. Health Orb. Apple. How many apples and ethers and elixirs do we have in storage? That is the next question. Oh, let's take these two out. We won those from request. 10 apples. Plenty of elixirs. But gonna want to buy those apples. That'll go towards another Wigglytuff orb at some point. Actually, while we're on the subject of money, let's go ahead and deposit some. I get the feeling that there's a max amount. Like, I thought that was a minus sign that was on the left, but no, it's actually showing that that digit was empty. And there's another apple. Definitely important to stock those. Oh, I just remembered the thing. Where is it? There it is. It makes the enemy infatuated, which makes the enemy's moves more likely to fail. Now, because you gotta take the time to get up close and personal to your opponent, it's not going to be as useful as it is in the mainline games. But this is definitely a princess move. This is a move that I would learn as a Nidoran, and therefore it is a move that Princess is going to learn as a Nidoran. My moveset would officially include Water Pulse, Thunderbolt, and Attract, so either get rid of Double Kick or Poison Jab. I kind of want you to be able to take advantage of the fact that you are a Poison-type Pokemon, and not just rely on having Poison Point. Double Kick is really good, but yeah, you can keep Poison Jab. Worst case scenario, we could swap. That is a thing you can do in this game, which is really nice. Along with that, what else? Not really sure what to do with the rest of these items. Let's look around for a moment here, and well, what place would we possibly be going to? That is the next question. What place would be next? Well, we could go to Frosty Forest. That would be a good place then to take our newly evolved Pinky. And hey, having Articuno on the team would actually be really useful for Great Canyon, which has Pokemon that know Earthquake. Not sure what Pokemon it was that we encountered at the start of the place. Was it Great Canyon? Or was it Desert Region? No, it was Desert Region. Yeah, it was definitely Desert Region because Desert Region has 20 floors. Yeah, that's definitely a place to bring some flying Pokemon. So maybe my next destination for a team would be Frosty Forest. What would be a good team to bring to... Oh, hold on a sec, it just occurs to me. Before I forget, really important to check this. Any others at Frosty Forest? Yes, there is another quest at Frosty Forest. Yeah, let's definitely plan a team for Frosty Forest. So Pinky will definitely go to deal with the Ice and Steel types there. Medina is Dark type, Rhyhorn is not Dark type, Ground type, and Rock type. Which means Double Kick would actually be useful against those two, kind of think of it. Although, Water Pulse would also be good. Azurill is partly Fairy type. Are Fighting types attacks good against Fairy types? I'm not really sure. Fairy type. Nope. Fairy types are strong against fighting attacks. Weak against poison, though. So maybe I'll bring Princess here. Gotta keep in mind that we would be fighting Articuno. So... honestly, I don't see any reason not to bring Team B. Well... no, maybe... I don't know that Maddie would necessarily be useful considering some of the Ice-type Pokemon there, but there aren't that many Ice-type Pokemon. No, I don't know. Might actually be a good idea to bring Moltres. We haven't actually brought Moltres along to a place yet, have we? So, let's go ahead and... yeah, Rockhawk. That might not be a bad idea. Now that we have a team's figured out. We haven't checked what Rockhawk can have. There you are. You could learn Flamethrower, that would be useful. You also have Air Slash, Ancient Power, and Agility. What is Safeguard? Oh yeah, Safeguard is that thing. Prevent you from having bad statuses. Let's also take a look at Pinky, because that might have allowed for... the evolution might have allowed for, new moves. Not to mention, Pinky hasn't been used in a while, so might have learned some new moves anyway. So between attack and special attack, your attack is slightly higher. Not enough for it to matter a whole lot. Thunderfang. Well, considering the situation... well, no, because... Flamethrower, you're already going to be using fire attack, so... nah. What was it? Hold on, let me double check my notes. Because Pinky was asking about something else that she could learn. And you mentioned Heat Wave. Pinky has mentioned Heat Wave as a thing. Well, kind of think of it, we got Move Tutor stuff as well. Because we got a lot of money, so we could totally teach one of you something really good. Princess, no. Can you learn Heat Wave? You can. It's super expensive. Damages enemy in the same room, could also leave them with a burn. It is specifically enemies. Pinky was saying that this would be useful. What about Rockhawk? What are you able to learn? You can also learn Heat Wave. But aside from that, I don't see anything of use for you. So let's go ahead and take Pinky's advice. It's expensive. Also, it's an attack. That's something that should be probably mentioned here. It's an attack. I was looking at the effect it has with the burn, but no, let's also focus on the fact that it's an attack. In which case, yeah, that's actually really good. In fact, arguably, it's even better than Flamethrower. I mean... Oh, but no, don't get rid of Flamethrower, because here's the thing. Flamethrower is 4 tiles away. That would be good for whenever you're in a tunnel. So, get rid of Roar. That was an expensive decision, but it's a worthwhile one. Anything else? Well, what level is everybody? Princess is at level 36. Pinky, you're at level 33. How's your stats compared? 86 HP, 70 HP? You know, given the circumstances, I'm halfway tempted to give Princess some extra training. Let's do a couple at the very least. We got so many of these. Let's give Princess maybe a couple levels. Yeah, that was bound to happen. Had to get up close to you. Alright, you do have a long-range attack now, don't you? Oh, that's unfortunate. So is that. That was not ideal. Defeat somebody else, please. Well, good news is you still leveled up. Trying to learn Crunch. Nah. I'm especially looking forward to you eventually learning Poison Fang, though, if that becomes a thing. Hopefully you don't have to evolve in order to do that. Okay, let's hope for a better roll with enemy placement here. That's a good start. Good, you actually came up to Princess so that you could do the thing. This is turning out way better. It has been turning out way better. Yeah, Water Pulse is not going to be especially useful for this dungeon, is it? But I was hesitant to have Princess walk up to it and immediately take an attack. However, in this case, might as well. That's a bummer. Get a level up at least? Okay, good. Okay, that should be good enough. So what's the plan here? We know what Pokemon are gonna go. The only thing left to figure out is the inventory situation. And that is always a bit of a task. Figuring out what items to bring and what items to store and that sort of thing. Definitely a thing that I want to do off camera. So with that in mind, we're probably going to go ahead and end things here for today. By the way, I would like to point out that the status screen is not counting the rematches against legendary Pokemon. So what do you think all of these empty slots are going to be? I'm not sure I can actually think of that many legendary Pokemon. I mean, there's the counterpart of Groudon. What is that Pokemon? Kyogre? So there's Kyogre, there's one. Mewtwo is almost certainly going to be found. Ho-Oh and Lugia, that's 4 legendary Pokemon. Perhaps the legendary dogs, that's 7. But that leaves 1, 2, 3, 4... That's at least 7 other legendary Pokemon unaccounted for. Maybe Mew? Well, I suppose that would also possibly include Jirachi then. But still 5 Pokemon unaccounted for. I'm very curious to find out what these question marks are going to be filled by. And also possibly how hard they are to fill. Like, if Mew is one of those question marks, Mew is such a rare Pokemon, I wonder if it's going to be like a rare chance sort of thing. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.